My question is about your meditation CD. I do it pretty much daily. But sometimes I find myself, you love me very much, not a very deliberate focuser. Like I find chatter in my head, and I'm wondering if there's a way.
Well, listen to the chatter. Listen to it. Because if it's chatter that is contradicting what you're hearing, then the meditation CD is working the bugs out, showing you where you are not in alignment with your true knowing. If you're chattering about things that feel good, then it means the generalness of the meditation CD has inspired you to the place of more detail. You see what we're getting at?
Yes.
In other words, let the way you feel within it help you to define how you're doing vibrationally. That's really the greatest benefit of that getting into the vortex meditation, is that it helps you to identify consciously for yourself where you are in relationship with your own vortex.
I see.
Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
So when you say there's nothing you need to do, you really, really mean that. And meanwhile, I'm trying to be quiet, everybody. You're making too much noise, and I can't hear what's going on. And trying to stop the yapping in there, but it's actually...
Well, we would encourage you to listen to the yapping.
Okay.
Listen to it, and in listening to it, identify how it feels. And if it doesn't feel good, then try to generalize the yapping. And if it feels good, then be more specific in it. It's powerful. This is making sense to you, isn't it? So give us an example of something that's going on in your mind while you're listening. Can you think of anything?
Yeah. Sometimes I'll find myself thinking about just things that need to be done, or an event that took place, or just different people who have been in my life or are in my life. It's sort of just all kinds of different things.
So is it logical that this meditation CD that has found, and it has, we made sure, perfect alignment and resonance with who you really are, is it logical that as you hear it and as you breathe with it and as you become as one with it as you can, isn't it logical that it would then make obvious to you points that are in harmony and points that are out of harmony? And don't you want to know that?
Yes, I do.
And how would you consciously know whether it's in harmony or out of harmony?
By the way I feel.
So agitation or irritation or frustration or
just blah. Not good, not bad, just sort of nothing. Sometimes it's just, I think, why was I thinking about that? Get back on track here.
Well, that's what we're saying to you. Instead of saying, why was I thinking about that? Say, I was thinking about that. There must be a piece of unresolved resistance within me around that subject. Now, what can I think about that will soften it? And then just go general with it. Can you think of the thing that you were thinking about that made you say, why was I thinking about that? Can you think of it here?
I've just noticed in my life relationships that have, as I have worked to raise my personal vibration.
She's really good, isn't she? Because she stays general. In other words, we keep probing you from specifics, but you won't go there. And part of it is because in this energy environment, it is at best general in not feeling good. It's hard for you to get into the specifics of it.
I can feel you flow through me too. I can feel the vibration.
But wanting to answer your question, which we've already done a couple of times, we just want to say to you, don't be so ready to assume that you're in a place of wrongdoing. That's really an interesting thing that you do. You assume that you're doing something that is inappropriate because you're feeling a negative emotion. That would be like deciding that you're going to drive, but you're going to close your eyes on the way. I'm depending far, far too much on my vision. I'm going to feel my way to my next destination. We say it's going to be hard. It's going to be a lot harder than it needs to be. And this is the same sort of thing. Your guidance system has been activated by your participation in this process. Now benefit by the guidance that has been activated. It's helping you work the bugs out of things. It's showing you the things that you want to go general on and the things you want to go specific on. And sincerely, we want you to understand that it is that simple. If it's irritating, go general. If it's exhilarating, get more specific and watch what happens. Because the meditation CD in and of itself has been defined in different categories in order to produce different subjects within you, you see. So when our friend earlier was talking about, is she listening to it too much? And we were encouraging not to spend a long time every day listening to it, that a little bit of time every day is sufficient. But then we were acknowledging that there is an enormous amount of clarifying, potentially clarifying material in that one recording, that if you will participate with it for a short period of time every day over a long period of time, you can work all of the bugs out of your vibrational patterns. Every one of them will eventually be gone, and you will be in perfect resonance with who you are. And then you know what will be happening?
I show up here.
Exactly. You'll be fully present in every moment and fully engaged to receive the greatest benefit from everyone with whom you are interacting. But there's even something that is more exhilarating that happens when you get to that place. Only those who are in harmony with you show up. And then life is really, really fun. And those who are watching you say, what's with you? What's with you? How come you are having all the fun? How come you are feeling so much more exhilaration than the rest of us put together? And you acknowledge, because I figured out how to get tuned in, tapped in, turned on. They say, how did you do it? A little bit every day over a long period of time, trusting that what I felt was my information about what to do next, what to think next. Oh, that sounds like it's very complicated. No, it was really very simple. If it felt bad, I just generalized it till it felt good. If it felt good, I just got more specific until it felt better. And they'll say, that couldn't possibly work. But that is the process. You can't be lethargic about deliberate creation once you've experienced it. Too late.
Thank you so much.